Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Nasedyanka. This is episode 4 out of a total of 4, a series that I created based on the Bulgarian history as well as Bulgarian church history in the most recent centuries. So, this is the episode where I wanted to mention something greatly important. More so, it addresses the clarification of some controversies in regards to the autocephaly of our Bulgarian Orthodox Church. So let's begin. The hierarchical arrangement in the list is the most controversial issue for the Bulgarian Orthodox Church because it reflects the value and weight of each autocephaly. The Bulgarian Orthodox Church and the Bulgarian Patriarch Neophyte, and not only, that is together with 3 more local autocephalies out of a total of 14, including the largest in population Russian Orthodox Church, refused to participate in the long prepared and convened heretical and ecumenical pan-Orthodox council that took place between June 16th and June 27th in the year of 2016 in Kolimvari, Crete. The reason for this was that the Bulgarian Orthodox Church, along with its patriarch, should be properly in the 5th consecutive and systematic place in the diptych of the Patriarchate of Constantinople. But mainly due to the resistance of Patriarch Bartholomew I, at the moment this is not the case, and the head of the Bulgarian Orthodox Church is currently placed after many other chronologically and historically incorrectly recorded autocephalies. So in other words, they were later recognized on the timeline of history, such as the Serbian Church, the Romanian Church, as well as the Georgian Orthodox Church. This means that the current lies about facts, historical facts, and timeline of events, and you guys, chronology that began with the ecumenical patriarch Bartholomew I currently continue to poison the minds of people with such misinformation. Probably by now you can begin to realize how and why keeping the truth clear is so paramount and important to Bulgarians. In face of so much gaslighting, so much manipulation and lies on behalf of the foreign forces, Bulgaria has been coerced and forced to into a lie, and so Bulgaria resists that. Bulgaria refuses to comply with lies. We do, in many ways, we have become the black sheep of the world, of the European Union, and from a big picture, and this is okay. When somebody stands up for the truth and is being outcasted because that somebody is, in our case, our Orthodox Church, does not want to contribute to lies, that is a blessing, and that's also been noted in our canons. So, in fact, this places us in a heated conflict with heresies. The issue of Russian autocephaly is more particular because of the weight of that church in the Orthodox diocese, although historically the Russian Orthodox Church was created and recognized as autocephalous after the Bulgarian Orthodox Church. According to a preserved manual of the Chancellery of the Patriarchate of Constantinople from the year of 1383 AD, the first patriarchate was the Patriarchate of Constantinople, followed second by the Patriarchate of Alexandria, then Antioch, after that Jerusalem. Then it says Tarnovo. Tarnovo, you guys, is Bulgaria. It's still located in Bulgaria. So this means that Bulgaria is in the 5th place by means of when our church was granted autocephaly historically. So now please tell me, why would anybody care to invent so many lies about historical timelines and chronology? I invite you all to deeply think, use your minds, use your brains, critically think here. Let's notice the Orthodox Christian canon rule. There is a rule within our church. According to the Tomos of Ecumenical Patriarch German II, and the other patriarchs of the Council of Lampsac, the elevation to the patriarchate is eternal and irrevocable. That means that the fifth rank, as it goes chronologically for Bulgaria, should have never been changed. Orthodox wise, it is eternal and irrevocable. Just think. As of the year 2017, the patriarch, who is the head of the Bulgarian Orthodox Church, occupies the 9th place in the diptych of the Patriarchate of Constantinople because of the tomos with which the Bulgarian schism was raised and is after those of Constantinople, Alexandria, Antioch, Jerusalem, Russia, Georgia, Serbia, and Romania's patriarchies. So diptych means the rank book of commemoration of the names of the autocephalous patriarchies. That is the main churches, basically. So the Bulgarian Orthodox Church finds that the valid and legitimate tomos for the diptych is not the last one, but the previous one from Lampsac. Tomos means a decree. The Bulgarian Orthodox Church considers its 9th place in the diptych offensive and claims the canonical 5th, possibly at least 6th, after the Russian Orthodox Church, by compromise, given the weight of the important role of the Russian Orthodox Church in the Orthodox world, although again, factually, chronologically, and historically, the Russian Orthodox Church has been a patriarchate since 1589, which places her after the Bulgarian Orthodox Church. For the Bulgarian Orthodox Church, this issue of subordination is of primary importance for the relations with other local Orthodox churches. So let's explain the Bulgarian schism here. In a nutshell, during the 5-century-long Ottoman Empire's rule over Bulgaria, the Bulgarian Orthodox Church declared itself autocephalous. The reason for this was that the Muslim Ottomans and the Ecumenical Patriarchate excommunicated the Bulgarian Exarchate by force, as they reduced her by the church by subjecting our church to the Ecumenical Patriarchate by force and corruption. This took place in the late year of 1872 AD. Basically, the big forces in the world, subjected the Bulgarian already autocephalous patriarchy. This schism continued until the year of 1945, when the Bulgarian Orthodox Church was recognized as autocephalous by a reverse act. The establishment of the Bulgarian Exarchate was carried out at a church council on a national level. It convened by virtue of a sultan's decree in the year of 1870 AD. You guys, sultan is Muslim and he has nothing to do with orthodoxy, but you can see the political power's influences over our church. The Bulgarian Exarchate was then recognized as the official representative of the Bulgarian nation in the Ottoman Empire. On February the 12th, in the year of 1872 AD, a temporary council of the Exarchate was convened. It elected Metropolitan Hilarion of Lovech, is how we call him, as the first Bulgarian Exarch. This choice, however, was not approved by the Ecumenical Patriarchate, and so, on February 16th of the same year, the Metropolitan of Vidin, Antim I, was elected in his place. Once the Turks subjected us Bulgarians to the Ecumenical Patriarchate, we were treated as objects in their mercy, the Sultan's mercy. Basically, we were forced against our will to become a part of the Ecumenical Patriarchate, wrongfully so. This again is a time when Bulgaria was enslaved by the Muslim Ottoman Empire. So instead of receiving help, we were furtherly abused. Mainly icons and many Bulgarian books were also burned, and they were destroyed at that time by the Ecumenical Patriarchate, which also enforced on Bulgarians to serve in the language that was the Greek language. So the ecumenical patriarchate violates canons and rules, apostolic rules. Immediately after the establishment of the exarchate, the Patriarchate of Constantinople declared against it. Later, in the year of 1872 AD, in the month of May, the Bulgarian exarchate was declared autocephalous, which is independent, and not autonomous, where we would make our own decisions, basically, following the Sultan's decree. Again, political powers here. This violation of the canons was used by the Patriarchate of Constantinople as a reason to declare the Bulgarian Orthodox Church schismatic on September 16, 1872. Of the Eastern Patriarchs present, only Patriarch Cyril II of Jerusalem disagreed with this false announcement of the schism, and so he left the council, after which he was again falsely and inappropriately deposed. The schism dealt a major blow to the internal status and international authority of the Bulgarian Orthodox Church, as you can see, and it isolated it from the Orthodox world. So let's review again. The Orthodox Christian rule, canon rule, according to the Tomos of Ecumenical Patriarch German II and the other patriarchs of the Council of Lampsac, the elevation to the Patriarchate, which Bulgaria had been elevated already in the past, is, quote, eternal and irrevocable, end of quote. 1 month after the election of the new Bulgarian Exarch Stefan, on February the 22nd in the year of 1945, the Patriarchate of Constantinople removed the schism and recognized the autocephaly of the Bulgarian Orthodox Church. In this way, it was possible in the year of 1953 for Bulgarians to restore the patriarchal status with the first modern patriarch, Kirill. Lies, 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 and more lies. Corruption and oppression, lies. I have openly declared to the public for the last many years that I am a seeker after truth. I seek truth. I do not care if people like me or if people dislike me. I do not care if people leave me or support me. I follow the truth. Capital T. In all of its innocence, in facts, and in chronological accuracy. I acknowledge that there is one truth and there are many different perspectives, honesties. This is the difference between ultimate truth and honesty. Every person has a different view, has a different experience, a different experience of their honesty in the moment of their time. However, many times we're honest, but honesty doesn't match with truth. Many times we'll look at the same nature, we'll look at the same tree, and some people see a couple more branches and some people see the trunk. Just because they see one thing and others see another thing doesn't mean that the tree is not there. Many people will go and read the same book, and some people will be impressed with certain parts of that book. Other people will notice completely different facts. This is regarding the honesty, the authenticity of every human being, which we must and do respect. At least the Bulgarian Orthodox Church has always respected this identity, individuality. However, along in the same token, I should say both and, there is a truth. And many times it is in fact humbling when we come to the truth. Many times when I thought that a certain thing was a fact and I perceived it in a particular way, later I realized that I was wrong. It has been a growing edge for me. It has been a humbling opportunity for growth. Well, this is how orthodoxy is. This is a good example of what fire burns in me when I hear of political corruption and disinformation. It's illness, it is sickness, simply a destructive force that acts upon people's psyches. And so I will continue to fight against that sickness of lies and corruption, to the end of my earthly life. And I invite you all to join in the learning and clarification of those facts. And as I've said in the past, those of you who are not interested, cannot bear it, it's too much, it's okay. You don't have to join Natsidyanka. And those of you who have a similar burning for learning the truth in all of its facts, you're welcome. Please join me again. With this, I complete my 4 episodes of Bulgarian history in the recent centuries. You guys got to learn a little better about the role of the Bulgarian Orthodox Church in the world. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you have a good rest of the week. Bye bye.